Hi, everybody. It's January 8th, 2026. A lot of people talk about staying power, and staying power is a credit to itself. You know, if you could maintain a level of pleasure in your life, a level of accomplishment, a level of security in your life, staying power is a very admirable thing to behold. It's an admirable trait or facility or faculty of yourself if you're able to do this. But but the thing I learned that once you follow God, staying power isn't exactly the penultimate sign of blessings or sign of grace, because staying power is going to be thrown to the wayside because when you follow God, your duty now is to grow and it's to deepen yourself and it's to give and it's to love and it's to heal. So staying power may be almost out of your reach consistently once you follow God, but the rewards that you get counter to not having staying power, the rewards that you get are ultimately greater than just being able to maintain a level of security or comfort in your life. So this gets me to thinking about how the magic shifts. The most obvious magical shift or how magic shifts example would be when you had joy and you had relatively ease in your childhood, and when you get to an adult, it seems like you don't take pleasure in the same things, or you don't take pleasure in the depth in the same ways that you did when you were a child. And that's how the magic shifts when you get older. So like when you get older, the magic isn't only in the visuals of life and only in the obtaining things and getting things and being protected. The magic shifts to when you moments of closure, when you find out that you were blessed all along, when you thought you were a lonely soul or you thought you were forsaken. It's the closures that you get that turn out to be examples of how blessed you are. And that's the thing with adulthood is our lives are always on a constant going motion, going forward. And so we have this. We don't. As a child, we took time to enjoy the moments when they came. But when you're an adult, you're like, yes, this is great, but I have to keep on moving. You got to keep on moving, and that is hard to escape. I admit to in adulthood that you have to be on top of your game. You have to be constantly moving forward. That is a reality of adulthood. But there are moments where you could just savor the respite, savor the grace that God bestows upon you in those little moments, and that's how you bring back the magic to adulthood. Another magic shift would be when you were struggling to create something when you were younger in your maybe young adulthood, when you were struggling to build something in your life, and all of a sudden everything came together and it just worked out perfectly, and you have these memories forever. And so you may be in a spot now where you are trying and you are very skilled and you are very sharp and precise with your intentions and with your actions, but nothing seems to be coming together like it was in your youth because you have changed. Your life has changed. Your life has become slightly, I guess, if you put it bluntly, more unforgiving. And so it seems like the magic shifts, but your output when you were younger or when you have more obvious grace is now your tenacity, is now your strength, now your ability to weather adverse or unwelcoming situations. And that's how the magic shifts. You now have a heart. Your heart may not be hard, but your heart may be hearty. You may be you may have a hunger for life and a fortitude to bring things to light and to survive and to thrive, but maybe not with all the accolades. But that's how the magic shift. When you were younger, things came together, but now you survive and you thrive no matter what the situation, almost because you have been following God or you've been on a righteous path. And I guess another way the magic shifts is like when you were younger, you may not have had to let go of the big things. You may not have had to let go of, you know, of one, of remaining to be. You may have had the ability to remain holding on to two things at once and getting your way. And as you get older, you find that letting go now is a gift. Letting go brings in peace, and letting go, you find that letting go isn't actually letting go, it's letting things evolve and come back to you or impart you with their departure, wisdom and love and hope. So that's how the magic shifts. You know, when you didn't have to let go when you were younger, and now when you're older and you let go, things aren't taken away from you. It's a depth of soul that is added to you. It's a depth of understanding that is added to you when you let go. And you find that many times God is just testing you, and he'll bring back what you let go of, and he'll bring it back in force. He'll bring it back in abundance. So I hope this helps. Thanks.